y'all. We're back with another episode of Therapy Needed. Yay. For real. Y'all know how we gets down. It gets vibey in here. I hope y'all been doing swell, okay? On your healing journeys. So, I need y'all to put in the comments, like, if y'all have questions, stuff y'all want to talk about, like, let's keep the convo going, because we need this. Like, all of our input matters. You know what I'm saying? So, make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. Here I go breaking shit. You know how I do. So yeah, I know life be lifing, and people need help, man. People are crying out for help, and a lot of people don't know how to ask for it. Like, it's like a child that is, acting out because they need that attention or they need that love filled. And honestly, it's a basic need. It's a basic need to feel love. But when you become an adult, I'm sorry to say it, but you gotta love on yourself, okay? Because self-love is the best love, okay? It's all about introspection. So this episode is about introspection. Introspection comes with accountability. It comes with forgiveness. It comes with love. It comes with a soft hand and a strong voice, okay? Learning lessons with a soft hand and a strong voice. That's where you want to get to. Because that strong hand that be smacking your ass around, aren't you tired of it? Like, aren't you ready to just listen? I am sure that your inner self, your higher self, be telling you, but you ignore the signs. But it's all good. So yeah, we're going to talk about introspection today, and just how do we move forward through introspection. I had someone ask me, they were talking about narcissists, right? And she was kind of saying that she had been in relationships with nothing but narcissists, right? Red flag. Your relationships are mirrors. But we'll get to that later. All right, so you're attracting nothing but narcissists, right? So that's what she's attracting. And within that, she's like, how do I get them to do their own introspection and take accountability? Number one, you can't make nobody do nothing, okay? If they are not trying to communicate effectively with you, leave. Because clearly you guys are not on the same, playing field, I would say. I like to say frequency, but everybody don't vibe with that. I'm gonna say it anyway. Y'all ain't on the same frequency, okay? The frequencies have to match. It's like a radio station. If you're on a station that is playing country music and you trying to get to R&B, you are not going to find R&B on that country station. It's not gonna happen, okay? Not the music you're looking for anyway. So that's how it is when you talk to people. Like, you have to be on the same station. This is what the older people mean when they be like, y'all gotta be equally yoked. You feel me? Like, you have to be equally yoked in all relationships, really. And when it comes to, I know, the job, okay, sometimes it can get a little iffy there because you're like, oh, I need my money, I need this, I need that, which valid points. But while you're there, how about create something else for yourself that is sustainable and that you can do without all the extra stress. It's important. Okay? So, yes, leave them if you guys cannot communicate effectively. And not so much if you can't communicate, because that is something that you can work on with a partner or a friend. But if they're not willing to put in the work to actually do it, then yeah, leave. Because they're not trying. What's the point of you wasting your time to make somebody do something which you cannot do? Okay? It's just more stress and weight on your shoulders. Okay? You got enough to deal with. You're already, I'm sure, if you're in that space, you're already healing and you're working through your traumas, and you have someone there that is reopening the wound. No, that's not gonna work. You have to then put up your boundaries. Okay? So you can't make anybody introspect. Only thing you can do is become a better version of yourself, and they can see how you have grown. Now, if you want to stay there and see how long it's going to take them to actually get it through their head, then that's on you. Because this is for entertainment purposes only. And I am not telling you how to live your life. But I'm just saying, from experience and from, lessons learned, that just is what it is. It's a part of life. So, release the shackles. All right, so if you are a narcissist trying to heal, you got a tough road, but if you stay open, you can do it. For sure. And I send out my love to all the narcissistic people who are really trying to heal, because that is something hard to break free from. You have to literally introspect every action that you do to ensure that you're not falling back into those old habits. And that's with any habit, honestly. But narcissists, true narcissists, I send my love out to y'all if y'all truly trying to heal. Hands down. For sure. So, if you have been in a narcissistic relationship or relationships for a lengthy amount of time, I would suggest you do some introspection also, because more than likely you have picked up some tendencies. Okay? That doesn't mean you're a textbook narcissist, but you can have narcissistic tendencies. It's just a thing, You're going to pick up mannerisms and actions from people that you're around. It's just human nature, especially if you are a person that lacks confidence and self-love and self-identity, because a lot of times that's what narcissists feed off of. They like vulnerability because it is easier to get their claws in. Okay? So that's that. You can't change nobody. They have to want to change themselves. And you could just plant the seeds and keep it moving. Okay? Now, with introspection, how do we do introspection, right? So, this is a question that I get a lot. Number one, watching your thoughts. Asking yourself, what were my intentions? or what is my intention behind the action that I'm doing? This is the start of introspection, right? And if you're a person that meditates, watch your thoughts during your meditations. And it's not about judging your thoughts, because sometimes your thoughts aren't even your thoughts. But we'll save that for another day. But listen to your thoughts while you're meditating, okay? It's not about judging them. Allow them to flow. Don't pick and choose the thoughts that you want to focus in on. No, just relax and let the thoughts flow through you. And after a while, you'll start seeing your subconscious thoughts, because you have a lot of thoughts a day, and a lot of them aren't even conscious. You don't even pay attention to them or even hear them, okay? So watching your thoughts when you're in your meditation and seeing what comes up. The first time I really got into that portion of my meditation, I saw some things come up that I was like, who said that? You know what I'm saying? Like, where'd that come from? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I began to judge them. And then I had to, like, introspect after that. Like, where are these thoughts coming from? Who put them there? Why do I feel like this? Okay, so as you see these thoughts that are not kind to yourself, belittling yourself, giving you a false sense of reality, making you feel less than, or even just lack of ... just a lack of, limiting beliefs, lack of this, lack of that. A lot of times we have these programs in our subconscious that are like really creating this idea of ourself that's not true. So when you see those through those meditations, you want to write them down, and then you want to write the truth, okay? And these truths are going to become your affirmations, because now you want to reprogram your mind in a way that is fitting to you and what you truly know about yourself, okay? So you want to meditate, you want to watch your thoughts, okay? Or if you don't want to say meditate, you want to watch your thoughts, okay? Just sit quietly and watch your thoughts. And you want to write down these negative things that you find, and you want to write the truth underneath it. Even if you have to cross out the false, or erase it, or whatever you need, burn the false and keep the truths on a different, separate sheet of paper, then do what works for you. Your journey, it will be fit to you, from you, by you, okay? Nobody can tell you exactly how to go through your journey. It just doesn't work like that, because we all have different lessons to learn, and we could be in the same exact situation and get two different things out of it. So make it fit for you, however you see fit. And then, of course, you want to look over your actions and your intentions behind it. It's important. That's going to tell you what motivates you. Why did I do this for that? Is it that important? And then you're going to be able to find your true values and your morals that you believe for yourself. And that's between you and whoever you serve. You and your God, okay? So by doing these things, by bringing in introspection into your life, you're able to see your true identity. And you can deconstruct that identity and build yourself back into a person that you want to truly be. Instead of just having these programs that somebody taught you or somebody said something to you that triggered you, and being people who are like, oh, that didn't bother me. Yes, it did. Because 15 years later, here you are still battling with the same insecurity. We got to work on it. It's real life. Like, we have to work on these things that are in our shadows, in the depths of our soul, that people don't really see, but it shows up in your actions, and you're trying to figure out, why is everybody always leaving me? Why, when I find a good person, I have issues? There's always problems. Well, are you communicating effectively? Are you being authentic? Are you lying? Are you showing up for them how they show up for you? So these are things that we have to look at and be comfortable with at the end of the day. Like, you have to be comfortable with your actions. And we are so overstimulated all the time. Like, sometimes it's just like brushed off to the side when you can't even sit with yourself because of some of the decisions you've made. All right. And there was a girl on social media, and she was saying, like, just because you make a choice doesn't mean it's the decision. Okay? Because you can make a choice and then decide that that wasn't the right choice and adjust. That's okay. It's okay to change your mind. If you're running up a trail and you start to see fallen rock, and you see that, okay, maybe I should not go this way, are you just going to keep running and fall into the construction ditch or fall off the cliff? Like, you're going to turn around. So it's important that you really find yourself, okay? But this introspection is how we begin to find ourselves and build the true self that we want to be. Because no one else can do it for us. You have to heal your own trauma. Yes, people can give you tools, and that is what therapy is for. It's about receiving the tools to learn how to approach situations before things happen, and how your response should be, and give you the tools to be able to respond in an appropriate way that fits you. And it also is there to help give you the tools to heal the things in the past that have already happened, and these experiences that are replaying over and over in your life, in different ways because of the actions that you're taking. It's showing up in your actions. If you don't heal things, it's going to bleed over into other things. So we have to stop peeling the scabs off of things and allow them to heal. That deals with boundaries. If you have to walk away from stuff to protect your boundaries, then that's what you have to do. It's a part of growth. It's a part of life. And I know letting go, detaching is hard. It's hard, especially when you love something. It's hard. But at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, okay, am I going to stay in this cycle that I am not comfortable or happy in, and just keep going through the same cycle? Or am I going to be uncomfortable for a little while to be able to find my comfortability and my safety and my love and my joy and my peace again? It's all up to you. No one can do it for you. So we got introspection. It's going to hit hard. Listen, I'll be honest. When I did my introspection, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby. And not just one day. When I began to see not just my surface level flaws, but the flaws that came from deep within, that were deep rooted in things that I didn't even think affected me, it was crazy. I was crying like a baby. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like it's going to hurt, but you have to go through it to get through it. You gotta go through it to get through it. Don't stop in the middle of your process and go back to the beginning, because then you're gonna have to start all the way over and go through that same pain pattern again to get to the other side. And if you're not going towards that healing, then you're stuck and stagnant in this circle that is not healthy for you. So, self-introspection, man, it is so important for healing. And it also sets the tone for your self-love journey, which we will talk about on the next episode. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. We gonna get into it. You know how I do. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? For sure, for sure. Make sure y'all loving on yourself. Like I always say, self-love is the best love. Come out, vibe with me on the next episode. Let's talk about self-love and how we get there. I love y'all. Peace, 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 peace.